Not like Ellouise to have a mouthful, is it?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Do some ASMR for us, Elle.
No.
Get right up close and personal for us.
Nice.
Perfect. Oh.
Right. Can I quickly have a piss before we do the ending?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to be here for that. I'm going to cry just later.
Right then. What's happening, people? It is episode 3, series 2 of the Talk 30 to Me podcast.
Wee.
And despite teasing us that she may miss a few episodes, she is now here. We've managed to get our
Ducks in a row
scheduled together. She only missed the one episode while she was away. So welcome back. How was your holiday?
Thank you. It was amazing.
We will go more in depth in your holiday in a minute. But we'll just have a quick catch up about how everyone else's week's gone, because we got a hero in the room.
What do you mean?
Right? So we didn't tell Ellouise about this, right?
This is what you've been teasing me with.
So
Well, you've been away. You've missed an event.
This is why I asked you not to squeeze me tight when I hugged you.
yeah,
Charming, that was totally innocent.
we got fucking. To be fair, right? So, Rob, tell us what what have you broken,
I've broken my rib.
right? And when I came into work and they said, "Oh, Rob's broken his rib. Guess how he's done it?" I said, "Oh, not shagging." And he said, "No. How did you break your rib?"
Am I going with the genuine story?
Yeah, I want to know the actual story.
Well,
Yeah,
it was
what was
actually,
happening?
if we're right, it wasn't Rob who told you, it was me.
It wasn't.
This-
But do you want Lucy to? Because it was very heroic.
I'm
of
not
you.
a very good storyteller, so
It was very
Lucy-
heroic of you.
Well, Charlie came in, explained that Rob had broken a rib, and immediately Charlie went straight to, was he shagging? You know, he was straight in there, and unfortunately it wasn't. However,
And don't get me wrong, that would have been a great.
That would have been a great story.
that would
Brilliant
be-
story.
yeah.
that would have been an absolutely
But
great
not
story.
as good as the heroics that Rob has displayed.
Rob witnessed a sweet old lady getting, I assume, mugged, because they wouldn't just attack an old lady for no reason, surely. But he fought off 2 grown men and saved the lady and her little handbag, took her into the church, made sure she's okay, made the police report, and in the midst of that broke, we think, 2 ribs, do we not?
Yeah, at least one.
So,
Should have seen the other guys though, right?
Yeah, it's just the other guys, mate.
wait. So, is this the genuine story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just down at the one stop, but there.
Are you joking?
I think she was just spending her pension. I think.
You're lying. You're lying.
This is why we
No,
haven't.
he's.
This is why we haven't told you, because we wanted,
Yeah,
we wanted
yeah.
to tell you in person.
I know,
I love
was-
how macho she has me.
I also love the way that Rob's currently wearing a blanket that looks like a cape, and he looks like a little superhero over there. Look at him.
I don't know if it's the way
I-
Lucy told the story, but go on.
I was shocked. And
Yeah.
I was like that. I was like, no way, not our Rob. But genuinely, he's
No, it didn't cross my mind for a second. I feel like if it's anyone,
well, that's the faith you've got in Rob.
yeah, I do have the faith in Rob. I think
I
he's a
got
great
faith.
guy.
No, I think,
You just immediately thought top shagger.
yeah.
He's absolutely.
But knowing the person he is, I know he would step in to anybody who was in trouble, and it's at the risk of his own ribs.
Well, that wasn't the intention.
No, I know you didn't intend to break your ribs, but you probably didn't intend to have a fight with 2 blokes on the high street after
Fair.
Sunday service, you know?
Oh, hang on though. Was it 2 men, or was it a wheelie bin?
And was it?
Hang on, clear the story up, Rob. What actually
Sorry,
happened?
was it an old woman being mugged, or
I
Was there an
an Amazon delivery?
parcel?
What
I-
the fuck?
I fell out with a green wheelie bin.
that I believe.
Amazon chose the safe place as the bottom of an empty wheelie bin, and instead of tipping the bin and sliding the parcel out, Rob just got in.
Rob has complained that
Don't make me laugh. My rib.
Rob has complained to Amazon that it wasn't in fact a safe place
No, it
due to his
wasn't.
injuries, and he has been given some compensation.
He just dived in head first.
But the,
Little
re-
legs. Like this. Oh.
the most stupid part of this, the true story of this wheelie bin was the fact
That he
that
was stuck in the bin so long, this old lady got mugged.
And he couldn't do a
He
fucking
would
thing about it.
have rescued her.
Literally, couldn't do a thing about it.
but I was halfway reaching down for this Amazon parcel.
Yeah.
Then I heard the crack.
Oh, in your rib.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I was already committed to getting
Oh,
this
you
fucking
idiot.
parcel.
You were breaking another one. He was already in.
If you don't
Just
mind me
kept going.
asking, what was the parcel?
Oh, cock ring and some lube.
Cock rings and lube.
Do you know what? I can't remember what it was.
Oh, I know what it
wasn't
was.
It wasn't even mine.
I was going to say it
Your
was
action cam, was it?
Charmaine's parcel because he directed his anger then. It was all Charmaine's fault.
Oh, of
Because it was
course.
Absolutely.
Charmaine's fault. It was her parcel.
I didn't even want to fucking get
Okay.
it.
Charmaine looks so phased.
She's laughing because her ribs aren't broken.
Exactly.
She
Rude.
didn't have to get the parcel.
So the funny thing about that is when when you were like, oh, I wish I did actually break my rib shagging. When I broke my sternum, I told every other story to deflect from the fact that I actually broke my sternum from shagging.
Because it was a bit fucking heavy-handed with you. Tried to give you CPR.
Nice.
But that's a flex, so do you know what I mean?
Oh, it isn't.
Not-
Trust me.
Yeah. What is your sternum?
The chest bone.
Oh,
Yeah.
what the fuck was he
put
doing
so
to you?
much- He put all his weight on her, didn't he?
Yeah, and I just
Was he a
crunched.
fucking polar bear?
What? Missionary we talking? Or?
Yeah.
You broke your sternum, missionary.
Yeah, he did.
Some of the fucking stories you've told me, and you broke your sternum.
I know.
Just
See,
getting a little.
Listen, the more vanilla you are, the worse it is. Listen.
I agree. I agree.
Just like if he just put his hands on the bed.
That would have been great. No.
Fair.
So many questions right now.
There is.
I'll
And
answer.
maybe
I've
in
never
another
answered these
episode,
questions because for the whole time I've always said that it didn't happen like that.
maybe in another episode we can delve into this. We can have a mental injuries.
I can bring my X-rays in.
Oh my God, you go to
Stunning.
the hospital?
Yes, I
What
couldn't
did you
breathe.
tell them at the hospital?
Did
Yeah,
you,
what did you say to
tell
him?
them?
No.
I was playing tennis. Really? Because this looks like you were getting ragged. Hair everywhere, smell of sex.
Yeah, I couldn't. It was Christmas Eve as well, which was great for to be in hay and
So it
tea at
was
that
Santa.
time. Yeah, but yeah,
So was
Fair.
there an intentional rough session or?
no.
She just said, Rob,
Not
it was
her
missionary.
Yeah,
It wasn't Lucy's intention.
trust me. I'm up for anything, but don't break my bones.
Yeah.
Don't
Fair,
pop
fair.
my chest cavity for the love of God. Do you know what I mean? But yeah,
But anyway, from crazy injuries to great holidays, let's talk about New York, Hell.
ooh, tell us everything.
It was amazing. I don't get the sightseeing shit. Like, I just don't. I'm not a sightseeing person. Brooklyn Bridge is just a fucking bridge. Like, the Empire State Building is just a building.
Did you go to the top?
No, but we went to a top of another one, which was
Top of the
better
rock?
for me. No, we went to the one observation, which had all this like really cool, like it was all glass, all the floors. So then like the sun, you had to wear glasses in there because the sun shone through and it was like so bright.
Is that where the World Trade Centers were?
No.
Did you go? Ground Zero?
Yeah, I done to Ground
Wild
Zero.
there, innit?
Yep. Insane. So I did not realize that they built it around like the rubble or basically what was left. So I didn't realize that the floor was actually the floor. Like, so they built the museum around what was still remaining of the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
So like some of the
Oh,
stuff.
I didn't know.
Yeah, so some of the stuff that's there like hasn't been moved basically. That's still
Well, do you know the two fountains? That's the two footprints, isn't it? That's where the two towers were, the exact dimensions, if you like. But yeah, they've got like, did you see the survivor staircase?
yeah,
Like,
that was mad.
Have we covered on the pod before that 9/11's like my
Yeah, we
Oh,
did,
yeah, it's a
yeah.
specialist subject.
my thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, the survivor staircase.
which was yeah.
That's as you
hard
go
to
in,
look
isn't
at.
it?
A
But
li-
there is a staircase as you
yeah,
go in.
you go past. Yeah, it is. It's pretty much one of the first.
I've not
things
been
you
to this
see.
museum, by the way. Just seen enough of the.
You're just really, really into it,
Yeah.
aren't you?
You can tell me this then, maybe. Behind the You Are Not Alone big memorial thing, there's
Yeah.
like this all these different shades of blue because the artist was trying to say that everyone sees the sky differently and they were accounts of people trying to remember the sky that morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically. So it's all these different shades of blue. But behind there, apparently there's still bodies
Yeah,
that
yeah.
haven't been.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Yeah, there's bodies that still like haven't been accounted for. Like people.
Yeah, so it's like a morgue, kind of.
yeah, like
But if-
catacombs.
Well, you can actually get access to it if you're part of like a family member of someone who's been missing or anything like that, and you can provide DNA at any point, and they can do the tests, and they may be able to. I think at this point they don't really do it anymore,
Okay.
but it's basically the what's the word?
People who haven't
The
been.
unknowns.
Well,
maybe.
Yeah.
it's the like, like the unclaimed.
There's
the
like
unclaimed
1,000 of them. There's still
Yeah.
1,000
I
people
didn't
that haven't
realise
been
that.
When they say
identified.
body parts, so it could be literally like a fragment of a shin.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's there. Yes.
So that blew my mind because that there's like 1,000 odd bodies
Yeah.
behind there of
Mm.
people who were impacted, which is just like
I had no idea that was a
I
thing.
didn't know until
That
I
is
was
blew my
there.
mind.
Majority of people that died in 9/11, the bodies were never recovered.
Really?
and
Yeah.
they've built
See,
this museum
I didn't
around
know
it.
that.
Neither did I, Rob.
Yeah, a lot of it would be like just like a scalp or
Mm.
a fragment of bone, because whatever the conspiracy theorists say, can jet fuel burn steel, whatever, melt steel, whatever.
Mm.
You got to imagine the fire, the inferno on the planes and stuff like that would have just cremated most of the bodies. So some people would have buried just some ashes, or
Yeah.
very few full bodies were recovered.
There was
Wow.
also this one part that was
Wow.
like dedicated just to people who jumped, basically, which
Mhm.
was like horrendous.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's one bit that got me that you're not allowed to there's quite a lot that you're not allowed to take pictures of or like record,
Yeah.
understandably.
Yeah.
And there was this one bit where you just kind of sit in a dark room and they just put a picture up of someone and they tell you a little bit about them, and then you hear like their loved one's voice tell you a story about them, which was just like, so it really
wow.
like
It's quite
it
harrowing.
makes them
isn't it?
human. Like,
Yeah,
do you know
yeah.
what I mean? It makes them not a statistic, which is the whole point. And then like, I think because they say like quite a lot of family members still go there to like be with their loved one. And also like on the fountain bit, what's it called?
What, the two fountains?
Yeah, the two fountain bits. I seen like a lot of white roses around, and they said, the museum put white roses on their names whenever it's their birthday.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, it's mad because these people aren't like that historic.
Yeah.
So to us, it's a event that
lifetime.
happened in America. That's horrendous, and it's a massive thing that happened in
But
history.
kids are going to
it's
learn about this for
people's-
years.
Yeah, but like there's still people like to me, it's like a historic event, but it
Yeah.
happened within our lifetime, and there's still people.
Yeah.
Like, and that just blows my mind.
There's still parents alive.
Yeah.
There's still
Yeah.
there's sisters,
That's
siblings.
crazy.
Like there's still
Children.
like kids whose parents passed away.
Famous
who
comedians
alive.
that married Kim Kardashian.
What did you just say?
What?
Pete Davidson's dad died in 9/11.
Oh, I'm sorry. All I heard is
I thought you were
Kardashian.
setting up for a joke or
I
something.
know. I was.
Well, it's kind of a joke, but not like a massive
I did
joke.
not know that Pete Davidson's dad died in
Yeah.
9/11.
Yeah. Have you not seen the comedy
roast.
roast where he says, this is the comedy roast of Justin Bieber, not Pete Davidson's dad? That was September the 11th, 2001.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he does it quite a lot in his stand-up in his early days. He does mention it quite a lot.
Oh, well, if you're gonna capitalize on anything, well, maybe not that.
Yeah, mad.
Mad scenes.
Yes. And there's not one day of the year there's not a white rose put out on them fountains.
I can imagine. Yeah, there's just. It's
There's-
just
There's the birthday, somebody's
Every day
birthday
of
every
the year,
single
yeah.
day. That's crazy.
yeah.
And there's a really interesting documentary on YouTube which shows you the kind of process of how they prepare the fountains every day.
Really?
And like how, and you know, like, yeah, like it's like
That's someone's job.
it's an operation.
Mm.
There might be like a scratch on one of the plaques. They repair it as soon as it's reported. Like it's a 24-hour operation so that those fountains look as perfect as possible, because there is probably visiting families every day of the year.
Yeah.
That would just pure respect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Wow.
it is, because it's like, it's our equivalent of like a World War kind of thing, isn't it? Like, like Remembrance Day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, like, that's one of the biggest events that's happened in our lifetime until World War III.
Coming up soon with
Yeah.
when Trump's going about his business. I don't know whether anyone's
Oh my
logging into
God.
that.
I know.
The Trump memorabilia out there was insane.
Serious?
I will have to
Yeah.
say, and this is going to be an unpopular opinion, right?
wonder if I can go.
Buy back the plastic straw thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, it was really nice to be drinking out of plastic
Yeah.
straws for the last week.
Yeah.
Guy's
Like,
nuts, but
He's up for it. He's we're banning plastic straws. No more paper straws. Like no more
Is he
straws.
Russian now?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, no more straws.
that's like a Putin Trump.
But we had like a
Hybrid.
massive
No more plastic straws.
no more, you know, this stupid fucking voice, you know what I'm on about. The fact that was like a big, massive thing though, and he was there for like hours, you know, to sort out the fact
Yeah.
that there's no more paper straws. He's going back to plastic. He's in charge.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure there's other things we need to worry about. Trumpy boo, you know, we need to.
No.
He has been hitting some mad stuff. Did you see when he signed the paperwork to release the files of JFK and that, innit?
Oh my God.
And he's just like, I can't remember the guy's name, but give that to, and he said his son's name.
Baron.
No, to the guy whose assassinations files have been released. He's like, give that to his son, as if to be like, we're finally going to get the truth. And he's just pulling some mad stunts.
He's like, I think he knows, right? It's probably his last time because I think,
Legally.
yeah,
this
he
is
can
his
only
last
go
time.
for it one more time, can't he?
No, he
But-
can't go for it.
No,
can
he
he?
No,
can't.
yeah, this is like
Yeah.
the last time he can be in. So he is just pulling mad.
Oh, yeah, he's got 4
mad
years to just.
stunts.
He's got 4 years to just go for it.
Yeah, like.
And I respect that.
And he is.
he
I
really
respect
is
that.
going
Because
for
you know,
it.
as soon as whoever comes in after him, half these things are going to be put straight back into play.
Oh, they got
Yeah.
some serious
They're
cleanup to
like,
do.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
all that stuff. So we're getting rid of plastic straws again.
Yeah, like just literal cleanup.
Didn't he like pardon
Damage
loads of
control.
people straight away as well?
Yeah.
Like, he's like,
Yeah.
So did Biden on his way up, man.
well, yeah, didn't he undo some of Biden's pardons as well?
I don't know.
God, you
Literally.
wouldn't know if you're coming and going.
Nuts.
It is a
Nobody does.
dictatorship.
To some
Oh,
extent.
Yeah,
time.
like because the fact that like one
I mean, the Nazi
guy,
salute was
that
enough
was
for me.
insane. That the fact that one guy can just come in and go, yeah, I'm changing all this.
Yeah.
Is mental scenes. Whereas here, you've got to get all the
But it-
signatures. You've got to go through all this like.
It
Go on.
is a dictatorship, but it's like a dictatorship. Like, it's such a meme of a dictatorship.
It's like a toddler's running the country
Yeah, because he couldn't.
and the world.
He couldn't change a serious law, if you like. It is all like it's all really kind
Could
of
you not?
miscellaneous. Oh
Surely
no.
pardoning all those people is quite serious.
No. It's only miscellaneous shit he can do.
Okay.
Depends on where you lie with what's miscellaneous.
I know. That's a really
I'm just going to
matter-
focus on the way that you're saying miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous.
How do you, I wouldn't even
I don't think you
try.
pronounce the C. Am I right, Rob?
If
I
you play Sims, it's just
I
miss.
actually prefer the way Charlie just pronounced
Oh, it's very
it.
nice and enunciated,
Yeah.
but I just didn't know that was the way it
Whether
was.
it's correct or not,
Listen,
I don't
since
know.
my self-defecating, whatever I was doing there, shit in my
That
pants.
was Ellouise.
Oh, then since when I agreed with you, I'm not here to comment. I'm just asking, is that how you say it?
Since we both shut us
We
off.
were discussing this the other day. Do you remember the first episode?
Mm.
What was the word that me and Lucy argued over? Or was the first ever slip of the Freudian slip? Was that defecating?
I
Or
think
was
it
there
was.
one before?
It was defecating.
Yeah.
That was
I
this-
think it was, yeah.
Because I remember the deprecating. Deprecating. And then Ellouise just comes in with, I thought you were saying defecating. Huh?
Oh,
Whoa.
none of us knew what was going on. We still don't.
No, so what else did you get up to in New York?
I went to see Hell's Kitchen,
Ooh.
which is Alicia Keys has written the music for it.
Oh my
And,
god.
Oh my God. It is the most insane musical I've ever seen in my life. But also, Americans, not to offend any Americans that are listening, are mental when it comes to like being late for stuff or just not rocking up. Like there were like people who were just rocking up late to the show. And like I think
The
that
actors.
it's very it's very British, isn't it? To like make sure you're there on time.
Oh, we love a queue.
And you know,
Everybody
you know
form an
if you're
orderly
not
queue.
at a show
Queue.
on time, you've got to wait with the at the back
Yep.
until the interval. And
Yeah.
then you come in. This lady's walking in. Sorry.
In the middle of everything.
And then she
Excuse
sits,
me.
and then she sits down, and we're second in the row here. And she sits down, and like whenever the lead is like saying something, so like at one point, like there was a lot of interaction from the audience, including myself. Like when the girl kicks off at him, and the whole audience went ooh, literally. But then like this one lady was like talking to the actor, like, yeah, absolutely. I can't believe you just said that. Like so loudly. And I was like, you are mental. And I was like, if we were in the UK, you would be God.
Yeah.
Oh, security be on your ass. Get out.
Like,
I
absolutely.
hear you, sister.
Yeah,
Whoa,
preach.
girl.
It was all that.
God.
She was going, exactly. Why is she giving him a bucket? If you see the musical, you'll understand. But
She's like, I ain't buying this shit.
They don't. Yeah, they are unapologetically themselves.
yeah. And
Yeah.
then like we went to see the New York Rangers in Madison Square Garden,
Nice.
which was insane.
What a hell of an arena, right?
Yeah. Oh my
Like-
God. But me and Ridian were there at the beginning, and like it was hard to get tickets. Like there weren't many left. And we were like, why is the stadium empty? They didn't rock up until like half an hour into the game.
Yeah.
And then when they like came back, like it would start after the break, and they were like missed like loads of stuff. Like they just don't care. I was very shocked.
I found that with the basketball when I went.
Yeah, like, why are you missing
Like,
it?
yeah, like me and Woodsy arrived and we did like the classic British thing of like, right, we best get there half hour before doors, just in case. We walked straight into the arena. We like went into the shop. There was no queue in the shop. We went to the restaurant, like the food bit, no queue in the food bit, and we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then literally, as the game's about to start, packed. And you're like, what?
Like, where did you all
Yeah,
come
where-
from?
yeah.
What the
I thought you
fuck?
weren't
Where-
rocking up.
Because like at the time I went to New York, I worked for Chelsea Football Club as well in
Yeah.
the shop. And like before a match day at Chelsea,
Heaving.
heaving. So I was thinking we got to do the same. Nah.
No.
Nah.
Mad. Also, they're very brutal to their I realized, so I went to their game and watched
Yeah.
their fans, and I realized how much of a Devils fan I am because I just didn't get the same like buzz that I get when
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
watching the Cardiff
Oh,
Devils.
that's cool though, because
Yeah.
you've been really into it lately.
Yeah,
to be fair.
so I didn't get the same, but it was still amazing. Like, still blue because I still loved it. But their fans are so brutal. Like, and I realized in Britain we're just a bit more like, still okay. They were shit, but they were my team, and blah blah blah. Whereas there, they were
depends
like,
on the sport, I think.
well, it definitely feels that way with ice hockey. I don't know.
Nah, if Newcastle lose, that's my weekend fucked.
But these people were like, oh, they do not earn their salary. Like, they're horrendous.
Yeah, that's
and-
kind of like football fans here.
Yeah.
Like they're just under scrutiny. But then also, sports players in America are on fucking stupid
To
money.
be fair, that's what, when I Googled it, like one of those hockey players were like on 11 million. So it was
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
And they play what?
spare us a couple grand.
They
innit?
play. I
Do you
don't know
what
if
I mean?
it's like NFL. They play like 16 games a year.
Mm.
So like you're looking at like 750K per game. I know you got to train and stuff as well, but like,
But it's
come
valid.
on, put some fucking effort in.
It
do you know
is
what I mean?
valid, yeah.
Like,
But I was just, I wasn't like coming out, because coming out, I'm just such a, it's like, oh, they really tried.
but then I guess like in
Well
the
done,
UK,
boys.
like because ice hockey in the UK is such a kind of niche sport to be into.
Yeah.
It's growing. I'm seeing a lot of people on Instagram
You
loving
really
it.
need to take me.
Yeah, no,
You
we
can
need to
come.
go.
You absolutely, like literally, I'll look at when the next, so 2 home games are already booked now, but in March, they'll be releasing soon. And as soon as
Yeah,
we'll
let
go
us know.
Yeah,
together.
please. I'd love to come with you.
I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, we but because it's a growing sport, like you can kind of not get away with, but like there's that kind of understanding, isn't it? It's not
Yeah.
as kind of big fandoms, whereas like I guess football here, international rugby, not club rugby. But like yeah, like in America, like obviously the Super Bowl was the other weekend,
yeah.
and like it made millions, and it's
Speaking of the Super Bowl, can we just talk about Kendrick Lamar for just 2 minutes? I know you don't like him. I
No,
understand you
can
don't
we-
like him.
Can we come back to it? Well, we can talk about it. I just wanted to.
I knew that I haven't seen Elle in a long
No,
time.
no,
Like,
I
did
know.
you see it?
Did
you love it?
I had one more place in New York to talk about, but if we're talking about American sports, let's talk about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no. I was just going to ask if you've seen it, and did you love it when he looked the camera dead in the aisle, smiled, and then called out Drake
Hey,
to be a
Drake.
paedophile? Hey Drake, I heard you like him young.
Yeah, I'm not. A lot of the Kendrick Lamar stuff went over my head. Probably
Yeah,
not
okay,
the best.
Yeah, no, I'm not huge on Kendrick
Yeah,
Lamar either.
but I got that it was a thing. But also, I made a thing out of like go and watch the Super Bowl at the bar with all the
Oh, did
Americans.
you?
Oh shit, you was in
Yeah.
America when you.
Yeah, so we were there.
So you
so-
didn't have to stay up till 5 o'clock in the morning.
No, we watched
Sick.
it.
How was
Like-
it? Was it really, really like?
Sick.
Was the
It was-
atmosphere incredible?
No.
Probably because the Jets and the
Yeah, it wasn't.
Mets, Giants,
Yeah.
Jets, and the Giants weren't in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they
so-
weren't. So it was pretty much just like But I'm not a big. My sport is ice hockey. That's the only one I can get passionate about. I don't know why I've tried every sport. I've
Oh
sat
yeah,
there,
I don't really care where the
I've
ball
watched
goes
the
and other
rugby.
things.
I've watched, you
Didn't
know,
play with a ball in hockey, so
Puck. That's what I mean. I don't care about the balls. Might like a puck.
yeah,
exactly. Let's give that a whirl.
you mother pucker.
I've read a book called that. But
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
no.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it was just kind of felt like watching the rugby at home, and I was
Yeah.
half interested, half wasn't.
Yeah, I would say I went to watch it with my mates. Literally, I'd come straight back from a weekend away with the boys as well. I was fucked. Like, I
Yeah.
had a 3-hour nap and then we were bang straight back into it. And a couple of the boys, like big Kendrick Lamar fans.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh my God, no. And I'm like, I'm just waiting to see if he calls Drake a nonce or not.
Yeah. And he did.
He did.
Well, he didn't. But by not doing it, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't actually say
Talked about being
certified
sued.
pedophile. He didn't say pedophile,
Yeah.
did he? Just so he did get a kind of away with it.
Yeah, but a smile at a, hey, Drake.
He avoided eye contact with that spinning camera
Yeah.
for the entire time. You could see it on his little face, and then honestly, that cheeky little and his boot cut jeans. Go on, Kendrick,
Yeah.
my boy, call him out.
And then announced the world tour the next day because you don't get paid for the Super Bowl. So he needed to make his money back.
Well, he
somehow.
probably did.
Yeah, for the lawsuits, probably.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
But no, you don't get paid
The
for
whole
the Super Bowl.
crowd shouted A minor though, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah, and probably certified paedophile as well. And that's why he didn't have to say it.
Yeah, he didn't have to do it.
Could you imagine Drake watching the Super Bowl though? He'd have been like, oh.
I mean, if you're Drake, you're not watching that, are you? Surely to God.
Well, what?
You're not
Is he-
sitting there and watching
What, is he
the
taking
entire...
a 15-minute toilet break?
He's going to have to. I would have to.
Yeah. 'Cause he's watching the Super Bowl, surely.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because if...
Because he has Serena Williams
Detroit
dancing
won
as
it.
well.
That's his ex.
I
Serena
know.
Williams
And
in the
SZA,
crib
also
walk,
his ex.
I
Unreal.
Mm,
Unreal.
yeah. That's... Oh,
Yeah.
oh, it's rough, innit?
It's
Wouldn't want to be
rough.
Drake right now.
Proper
Yeah.
But you know what I think threw me off the Super Bowl? The amount of fucking adverts. Like the adverts are funny because so
Nuts.
many celebrities
Oh
are
my
in
God.
them.
The seal one.
But like
The Baja Blast seal one. The fuck was that?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Didn't Kanye do one?
Kanye's too busy at the minute selling
No.
swastika merch on his Yeezy page. Have you
No,
seen
but
that?
that's what he
I'm
did an
making
advert
his
for.
wife wear nothing.
That's what he didn't know. They've split up.
Wait, what?
They've literally split up.
They've literally
as
split up
we
just before we
record
started
this, yeah.
recording.
Serious?
Yeah, she don't want to be a Nazi.
Yes, I want to be fair. Yeah, absolutely fair. Have you seen his website though?
Yeah, so he did
So,
an, he
at the-
did an advert for the website, right?
Right.
For the Super Bowl, and it's filmed on an iPhone. He's like, hey, yo, I spent all the money for this advert on my new teeth. So please go to my website and buy some merchandise so I can get my money back.
So on the website, it is just there's nothing on the website except for one T-shirt you can buy, and it's $20, and it's a white T-shirt with a swastika on it. And then before you can buy it, it basically says you can't use this to like be offensive to other people. Like you can't sue me, you can't sue any of my team. Like there's like a disclaimer you have to think before you actually purchase it.
Yeah, but it is mad.
It's
mental scenes.
My brother, who's like the most impossible person to get hold of in the world, right? You text him, it's like a 7-day reply.
Yeah.
I respect that.
I'm driving down to Derby on the weekend, and on my Apple CarPlay, it's like, Joseph. Like he's just dropping,
Texts.
just bang, bang, bang. Oh, what the fuck does he like? So I said, to one of
Family
the-
emergency.
I said to one of the boys, oh, can you just open that and just let me know what my brother said? Because like it's very unlike him to.
Yeah, he's something wrong.
Yeah. What's up? And my mate in the car goes, Kanye's finished. Have you seen his tweets? Done.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Fair. Like I haven't spoke to you in like since Christmas, but
But yeah, that's what I think of the Super Bowl.
yeah. So
Yeah, fair play.
so back
Say
to
Drake.
New York. Back to New York. You went to the musical diner.
Oh, yeah.
Good?
Yeah. Sick. Really good. Thought I was going to have to queue ages to get in,
Yeah.
but we didn't. It was pretty, just got straight
Ooh.
in. Didn't realize, aside from this, how big I did realize, I was prepped going into it, how big the tipping culture.
Yeah.
Oh my
is-
gosh, it's awful.
Is it what? 20% standard?
On anything.
Yeah.
But I
yeah.
get why, like, but then I'm also like, pay your fucking employees.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
What? Even in like retail shops?
Everything.
I didn't tip in retail shops.
Wherever you possibly can.
I tipped in Starbucks. There was a few options. I think I tipped in Sephora. Like the option was there and I just felt like it was polite to do it. But this was after like in one night, like we went to one bar. I'm not going to name it.
Say the name.
We went to
You
one
don't care.
bar and it was like, yeah, they're not going to listen. And really, so you've got it on, the tipping was really old school. So they printed out the receipt. So you paid.
Yeah. And they write, so there's a box
Tip.
to write your tip on there, right?
Yeah, and then, but Ridian got confused because everywhere that we'd gone, the option had been before. So, like, you know, when you see like those Apple Pays, you get 15,
Yeah,
18, 20,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and you get the option, you just add it on. This one, it didn't. You pay your bill, and then they print out a receipt, and then you have to add the tip and sign it so that they can then recharge you for the tip, which we hadn't seen before. I
Yeah.
wasn't with Ridian. He was at the bar on his own.
Lost his head.
Didn't lose his head, just didn't write anything because thought, oh, well, I didn't tip because there wasn't the option to. To which the lady goes, oh, I can't get it. He didn't like write anything. If you don't sign it, I won't get the tip. So he gave, the man was on the bar and passed it over to us for the lady. So Ridian just signed it and gave it back. And the man at the bar, who was nothing to do with it, opened his receipt and went, you do know if you don't tip them, like they won't get their living and blah, and like went for
Just
it.
went off on him.
Yeah, like kind of went off and then like was just super passive aggressive. And Rid was just like, okay, and then gave a tenner. And we were just like,
It's so awkward.
it is so awkward, like, because you just don't know what's right, what's wrong, what's appropriate, what's not. And every meal we're having, we're Googling, what should I be doing?
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
biggest flex I've ever seen anyone pull though.
what?
Right. So we were on a family trip to Florida, and my ex-partner's dad was paying, right? And he's like, yeah, I'll get the bill, everyone. Cool. Thank you. Namaste.
Yeah.
And as the girl takes the card, he's like, and take 100 for yourself. And I was like, 100? Yeah, go off, boy. Fucking flex on me
What?
like that, yeah. What? Because I know the bill wasn't 700 quid, 800 quid.
I know, but
So
still
I'm
£100.
like, yeah, she was buzzing. Do you know, like she's walking up like, take 100 for yourself, yeah.
She's like, I will.
I thought my guy's made her day. What a guy like that. And but like flexing on me like that.
Yeah. You can see my girls like it, don't you?
Oh shit, man! Take 100 for yourself. I can't wait to live that life.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do it. No.
Yeah.
He must have felt so buzzing. Take a one for yourself. See
Yeah.
me, I'd be
How
in
many
there.
people did he pay for though?
About 8, 9.
Because, right, the polite thing to do, which I Googled, is 20%.
Mhm.
And if your bills come into...
No, this bill's like 350.
Oh, okay, then that is more of a flag. But like
Maybe 400.
We done a bill for 246 and the tip for 20% was 50 quid. Like,
Yeah, no, maybe it was 400, so it would have been about 25%.
I was going to say, was the
I wouldn't
tip
have been that much.
actually
He
that
definitely, lovely bloke, he definitely wouldn't have spent that much on dinner.
much?
That's a lot of money, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was maybe like, it was close to maybe a 30, 40%
Maybe
tip.
just won like a lucky dip that day and was
Not a gambling man.
flexing.
Nah, but it was a flex, man. I thought,
Yeah.
fair fucking play, man. I want to
absolutely.
live that life. See me, I'm looking at the bill like, right, what did you get?
I know.
Are we
Isn't
splitting
it the most,
Get your
right?
calculator out now.
It's the ickiest thing, but we have to do it. Like, I give myself the ick every time I get a bill and I'm like, right, get your calculator out. What did we get?
I got a really funny story about splitting a bill, right? It's not that funny, but my mate who's no longer with us, God rest his soul, I met his wife twice,
Okay.
right? The second time was at their wedding.
Okay. You tried to split the bill at the one time.
No, where I think I've told this story where I was telling them not to have a baby for the first year.
Oh,
And she was already pregnant.
Yeah.
So I upset her on her wedding day, but also the first time we ever met, I took my partner, the boys took their girlfriends, so it was a triple date, if you like.
Yeah.
So like the bill comes at the end and I'm like, should we just split it 3 ways, boys? Like, we all pretty much had the same, didn't we? And she just made this thing of, I don't know if they were saving for a house or what, but she made this thing of wanting to split the bill. But like, you girls know what I'm like, Rob, you know, I'm kind of like, just say how it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was like, what's the point of splitting it? You're going to split it for pennies. You're going to embarrass yourself now because you're going to work it out.
Yeah.
And you're going to save yourself like £4 and then that's going to look a bit tight, isn't it? But I'm saying it to my mate. I'm just totally ignoring the fact or forgetting the fact that this is the first time I've met his girlfriend.
Plus, I'm assuming he's paying.
Yeah. And then like, he's like, yeah, but we ordered our drink at the bar. I'm like, yeah, so did we. And I'm like, really like, I'm on a hard sell to just
Split this three
ways, right? And she goes to the extreme of working out how much theirs was. And then we, between the other two couples, just split the rest in half. And we actually paid about £5 less than them. And so I went, I bet you wish you'd split it now. And she just got up, walked out the restaurant, crying her eyes out.
No.
So imagine that. And then like 5-6 years later, 4 years later, 3 years later.
You upset her again.
I upset her on her wedding day.
Yeah, you piece of shit.
You can understand why I've never met the children, right?
Yeah. That makes perfect sense. Perfect sense.
And like I never went to my mate's
You
funeral.
know Godfather?
Either, so, no.
Oh, weird.
And I never went to my mate's funeral either, so I'm sure if I did, I'd have upset her that day as well. But yeah, mad little splitting the bill story.
Jesus Christ.
Lucky we didn't have to tip. I'd have probably tipped the extra £5.
It is like one of those things, though. You
Just
know,
to
when
make a point.
Yeah.
It is
Fuck
one of
it,
those
make it a
things
tenner.
where
Give
you're
yourself 100.
skint and you've purposely gone for like really cheap stuff, and then someone's like, should we split? And I'm like, no.
We've got the side salad and a water.
I think, listen.
And everyone's had the bloody mixed grill combo. No.
I also think it depends on the group you're with. Because if you're with like proper close friends and you said, boys, I'll be honest, I want to just pay for my own because I'm on my ass.
Yeah. They would
probably
be a
just like,
question.
well, just don't worry about it. We'll sort it.
Yeah.
But like I went for an Indian just after Christmas and they were all like, boy, should we split it? And I was like, thinking in my head, but you've all been smashing beers and I've just been drinking flat Coke.
And it makes a difference.
A warm
You're
flat
£4
Coke.
to my...
But yeah, like when you work it out, what am I going to make this big deal so that I pay £20 instead of £24? I've had a good night with the boys. I just think
depends on how much it is now.
I think it does.
Yeah, obviously if it's like they've been drinking fucking Verve and like we went out for my mate's birthday.
Verve?
Yeah. Cliquet.
You live a different life to me, Charles.
No, it's like we went out for my mate's birthday, her 30th, and they was all drinking and I was just on the Pepsis. And then she was like, I'll pay on my card and then we'll just split it then, like just because we wanted to get out of there because it was the Euros. And I was a little bit worried. I was thinking, well, if we're splitting this by 7 people, are they going to charge me for... And she messaged me in the end. She went, I didn't include you in the group because you were just drinking Pepsi, so yours is 20 quid.
Oh,
like,
that's fair. She's clocked.
My gang, innit? But
yeah,
obviously, if she'd have messaged me and been like, it was worked out 70 quid each, I'd be like, fuck me, that was an expensive Coke. Because we're that close that I could make that. But
I'm a bit like that with my friends. Like, I clock when someone is significantly, like, spending less.
Yeah.
I remember me and Rob went for a meal with, like, an old team. And we all went for this meal into this place with someone who was quite high up. And I was skint. So was someone else. And we were like, we ordered like just like a pizza and we kept it, and then other people were like getting steaks and starters and that. And at the end, the big guy said, "So yeah, put it on my card." Me and my the other two men were like, "For fuck's sake!"
But also, what a credit to your character that you didn't just assume that would be happening.
Yeah.
And if somebody tells me they pay, and then I go the opposite, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to have just a side salad then. I expect because I feel bad that somebody else is paying.
To be fair, the people who went out did say if they known that the person was paying, they wouldn't have like picked out.
I used to work with this guy, and he just like wanted to impress everyone. So like,
I love them.
Yeah. And so we'd gone for this Christmas meal, about 15 of us in our team, and he'd said to me before. He said, I got a big surprise for everyone. Because I sat next to him in work. So like, there was all these different desks. And then like, we've all worked in the call center, we get it, right? Then there was just like this pod on the end that was just 2 desks. And because he had a DSE, he was sat on it. And because I was a fucker, they just sat me next to him because they thought that he would just calm me down. But the opposite happened. He's just like this middle-aged gay man. And he just flirted with me the whole time. And I just loved it, right? So we're sat there and he's like, you looking forward to the night at Charles? I was like, I can't wait. And I had him for Secret Santa. So I was buzzing to give him his cock ring that I bought him.
Obviously.
I said, I've got a big surprise for you later. And he's, got me a Secret Santa review. And I said, nah, don't be stupid. He's like, well, I've got a big surprise for everyone. And throughout the day then, because I hate surprises, I just chipped away at him until he told me that he basically was going to pay for everyone.
Oh.
So we got there, right?
No.
And I'm like,
No.
I'm like, fucking, yo, I'm having the fattest fucking steak, yeah, in Miller and Carter. Taking the piss, like, you know. And he did. At the end, he said, surprise, because all the other boys, like, I didn't tell any of the other boys because I thought, like, I don't want everyone to take the piss out of my man.
I'll take the piss.
So all the boys are like, Chow, what the fuck are you doing? You're ordering, like, the maddest steak, innit? And we'd had a few cocktails and that. He's like, everyone, I just want to say Merry Christmas. It's on me. And he paid, right? And at the time, I thought, wow, see what I done there? It's a scam, right? Until the rest of the month he's in work, just moaning about being skint, yeah? And like he's like, I was drunk, I shouldn't have done it.
Please tell me you felt guilty.
I'm thinking, but you was telling me at 10 o'clock this morning you was planning on doing it. Don't be blaming it on the Long Island iced teas.
He said it before he's seen the bill.
Yeah, But the worst bit is then everyone's looking at me like, well, Charlie sits by him.
They all knew.
He must have known because he ordered the fattest fucking steak. So for the rest of the month, I'm thinking, can his kid not eat because I've had a fucking bigger steak than I should have? I didn't even finish the whole meal, man.
You prick.
Yeah, man.
You're not a good person at times.
I know. No,
You just took that as an opportunity.
I was an opportunist, Rob. But he got a cock ring out of it, right?
He did. And
That was one expensive cock ring.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was fucking buzzing when I give it to him.
I bet.
So I got
Did he ever clock what you did?
No, because he was telling me when he was telling me in the day, he's saying to me like, "God, let yourself go, babes. I'm paying." And like he
Oh, and you did.
Oh, fucking right, I did. Listen.
He's looking at your order. It's like you're ordering like.
Oh, do you know what? Whenever they come around, any more drinks, I was like, I'll have a Long Island iced tea, please. Don't get me wrong. I bought him some drinks then in the night when we went out.
Because
But,
his
like-
card get Ken to climb.
But like for Secret Santa, for the Secret Santa, I got him like a cock ring, some lube, and like a little bottle of Jack Daniels.
was you hoping he'd fuck you?
No. It was funny
Sure?
because he'd
Because
flirt.
you
No,
loved
'cause he-
flirting. You
No, no,
loved him
'cause-
flirting
no,
with
no,
you.
yeah,
You let
Anything
him buy
for
you
a
a fat
steak.
steak.
But yeah, anything for a fat fucking steak.
Yeah,
do you know
that's what I
what
mean. You
Big
owed
bit
him.
of meat, baby. No, because I always used to joke to him about, like, I nearly said his name. You ain't gonna fuck me, right?
I think you probably could have.
No, and he used to always
so
be.
that was a joke, was it?
Yeah, so I got it for him, and he's like, "Oh, we'll enjoy this later."
didn't
And I said, "I don't drink Jack Daniels," and he goes, "No, the Jack Daniels is for me." I thought, "Oh fuck, you think you're gonna shag me?" But then he left his. We went to a gay bar.
Didn't you
Everyone-
say in the last
Voltage.
episode how you just enjoy the chase?
Wow. Yeah.
Playing
And did you
hard to
just
get.
not say, quote, I used to joke that he wasn't going to fuck me?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So you
Think about
weren't
the way you've worded
serious.
that,
So
chicken.
you weren't serious when he said he wasn't
Oh
going
no,
to fuck
wait.
you?
We've been pissing ourselves at that for like the past 30 seconds.
Dad. Oh,
You
listen.
fucking idiot.
Life's not over yet. We might meet each other again one day.
See you with Miller and Carter.
Yeah.
No, I used to make the point that he was never gonna fuck me.
Oh, right, there you go. Rob, whatever you do, mate, do not edit that first part out. Don't let him do it to you.
Nah, but then so the next day then he come and he's like, "Oh, I left your Secret Santa present in the bar." Went back to get it that night. Jack Daniels untouched. Cock ring and lube, gone.
No.
Yeah. He's like, some gays had it. And I'm thinking, you are some gay. And he's like, probably like, do you know like proper
Yeah.
homophobic slurring? Like,
Did you at least replace the cock ring and lube?
no, but
You're a fucking terrible person. The guy couldn't eat. At least he could have had a cock ring on.
he could eat. He was just saying he was skin.
Listen, I'm here for it. I
Listen,
think
this is a man who used to book 4 cruises a year. He could afford a big fat fucking
He
steak.
probably photo framed that fucking receipt. Like, remember that time I paid for?
Oh,
Everyone
even, no,
else.
do you know he was buzzing
I know.
when he did that? Guys, it's on me.
Oh, that is a flex though.
And all the other boys are like, looking at me like, you fucker. you fucking knew. As I'm there with my T-bone. What are you on about, mate? 25-ounce tomahawk. I had no clue. But yeah. Whoa. Sounds like you had a great trip.
Yeah.
Thanks for the magnet as well.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh, you got a magnet.
Yeah, sorry,
got a-
gang. I should have.
No. You did say you get which one did you
I
get?
got a big apple.
I really tried to find a New York dick, but there wasn't many.
Is it?
In a
Lots
New
of
York dick.
Lot of trunk.
Ooh.
But yeah, so that will be added to our collection as soon as I get home.
Oh,
So,
you did promise you'd get in. You did it. You always keep your promises.
Yeah, you do. And producer Priddle is going on holiday
Ooh, Marrakesh.
to Marrakesh.
I am.
Oh my
So-
Marrakesh,
if-
Willie.
If you remember, Rob, if you don't mind,
Consider it then.
thank you, Beth.
Consider
Mhm.
yourself.
And you will be on the
I
tea towel.
don't think there'll be many Marrakesh cocks. So.
I was really hoping.
Maybe some boobs. You'll go for a bum or anything
In
inappropriate.
Marrakesh?
Not American.
Charmaine,
No.
you'll find one now.
It's a Muslim country.
I got faith in Charmaine.
Fair. Oh, that's some fucking faith.
I got some faith. Yeah, I do.
Fair. Well, anyone got anything they want to add before we wrap up the show today?
No.
Luce?
Are you sure?
Luce, you got anything you want to add?
I think Ellouise might have
Oh,
something to tell
Ellouise,
us.
have you-
Like, what am I doing? Oh, was this how we're doing it?
This is how we're doing it, girl.
Oh, sick.
Doing what, sorry?
Doing it. Yeah, so I think this is my last episode, gang. They do know before that I have not broken the news live on the podcast, but
We haven't fallen out. There's no differences in
Oh,
fact.
that's what they
It's-
always fucking say when they fall out.
No, but that's the
Just
case
musical
generally not.
differences.
creative
differences.
differences. You know, it's not like when Charlie left the band for.
Hey,
45 minutes.
yeah.
No, I mean, remember when you
Oh.
got there was all these rumors that you and Georgia had fallen out.
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
you
Well,
were
that's a
the-
callback.
That's a fucking
Oh,
hell
wow,
of a
that is a callback. Jesus.
5 years we didn't really speak.
That's
Yeah.
For
mental
no
scenes.
reason.
No, I think it's basically it's timing. It's these guys are doing such a good job at prioritizing the pod, and I've just got so much fucking going on. And as we all know, at the age of 30, life changes from year to year, and
It does.
just too much
Yeah.
has changed for me now that I can't give these guys the priority that they deserve. So gonna go on without me, which makes me a little sad because
Oh, we've already cried over it.
yeah,
For sure.
we've really
Yeah.
cried. It does make me super sad because like one of my favorite things to do is come here and chat shit with you. But
Which you can
it's-
still do.
which I'll
Yeah.
still do,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'll still be doing, but I think you guys got this without me, so it's fine.
One of the first things Al said was, you know, you can get another host, and immediately there was just a general instant consensus
Yeah.
of fuck that. No one is you. No one will ever be you, and it wouldn't have got this far without you. And we
Yeah.
are as devastated as we are.
We are.
I'm like, we would be terrible friends if we weren't supportive of you going off to live your life.
And like that was one thing. So I was like, for you guys who know me, I was very stressed about come in here today and having this conversation. But I also said that I know it's going to be fine because I know the people that you are,
Mhm.
and I know that the conversation's going to be fine. And it's not like no one's going to kick off or
No,
storm
never.
out or, nothing like that. There are going to be no dramatics. But I was just a bit like, it's still a hard conversation to have because
Yeah.
It's the end of
it's
an era.
hard. But it's hard admitting it to myself as well because I kind of don't want to admit it to myself that I'm not going to be here doing it either.
Mm.
Yeah.
But it's just right because every time that we have a difficult conversation of getting a date in and it feels like it's me who's like got so much on that like that'll be eliminated now and you guys can just crack on and do your thing. So yeah.
There is always a mic and a chair
Yeah.
at any time.
Watch
for
me
you.
just be at
Absolutely.
the next episode.
100%.
Now the pressure's off. She'll just be like, guys, I'm fucking free like all the time.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is crazy.
Like, do you know what's mad? I've got so much spare time. I can't wait till the day she drops that on us in the group chat. Because you're staying in the group chat, right?
Well, if you'll have me.
Oh my
I
God,
Yeah.
wasn't going
Obviously,
to.
we'll set up a separate one where we actually talk about the pod.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, because he wouldn't want to do that to you. But
Yeah.
So we won't have like the removal, but you'll set up a chat and I'll pretend
No,
that the
we'll-
chat doesn't exist.
Just
you just mute her.
Yeah, just mute the chat. We'll carry on.
Don't please. I cannot deal with that little teeny tiny grey writing that says Ellouise has left the chat.
No,
that would I'd want to jump.
You're
off
staying
a
in the
bridge.
chat. You're still part of. Yeah, you're still part of it. You still kind of were here. Well, not kind of. You were here from the beginning, and we will miss you.
And you know, there's other things that we check in that chat. You know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we're gonna go ice hockey.
Yes, we
Just
are.
regardless.
Fucking promise me when you come back from Marrakesh, you're not leaving.
there's no.
I feel like people are going on holidays and having like these like I don't know like existential crises and then
Lucy will be like, "You ain't going Lanzarote, Joe."
no, fuck that.
Fuck that.
Lucy, you're on her own, and like
It's just me. What's up, guys? Just me filming on my iPhone because I don't know how to edit. I get cancelled 3 weeks. I don't know how to crop it out.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'll be involved as soon as you start making money. I'm
Genius.
coming back.
Yeah, makes sense.
But do you know what? I'm here for that.
Yeah.
No,
what
I'm
I really
joking.
like as well is that as soon as the conversation happened earlier, it was kind of like we were talking and I went, well, 1 second, like, let's just check we still want to do it without Elle. Like, it wasn't a thing of
Yeah.
like,
Okay, well, bye. Like,
yeah, it was like, you still want to go on with this? You still want to go on with this? Like, we all said, yeah, obviously, but there will be an empty seat.
I think it would have been more difficult if you guys were like, no, because I
Yeah.
feel like I've ended something prematurely because I genuinely believe that this has, as we've always talked about, potential to go further, and it absolutely will with the people who are behind it. And I was like, I feel like I'm putting a lot of the brakes on with my availability, and I don't want to do that. Do you know what I mean?
I think if your biggest problem in life is that you've got too much cool
Yeah.
stuff on, then that's a really cool problem to have. Like,
Yeah.
this is something like that will, it is what it is. But as people, we will always be there to support you regardless of what you need to do in
Of course.
life. And I can't wait to see you flourish. The first thing that I said, how many times have I messaged you since you've been gone? Like, can we meet up for coffee? I want to hear all about New York.
Yeah,
I
we
need to
will.
know. I need to see all the photos. I need to see everything.
You are still going to be involved in the Halloween special for the horror mazes, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. All that stuff, like, I'm more than happy to be involved in. I'm not like, oh, I want nothing to do with it. Like, I'm still here. I'm still around. I'll still probably be in the background of some of your recordings. I was like, just in terms of the schedule
fixed
and
asset.
everything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just, I'll be more of a Charmaine. Maybe I'll make you tea. I probably won't.
You're gonna be you're gonna be a bonus.
But also, we've said, like, if, because we are trying to do this consistency now where we upload every other week, no matter what.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure no one wants to listen to just me and Rob or just Lucy and Rob or just me and Lucy. So there may be a chance where we might reach out and be like, Elle, just jump in
Come
for
and
this
break
one
it up a
eps,
bit,
if you
you know?
Or maybe
can.
when he's in Lanzarote, maybe we do a girls only podcast.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy.
I'll take
I
a
think
fucking mic on holiday with me.
Yeah, there's lots of things that we can do. It's not
Yeah.
it's not a goodbye. It's just a
No.
see you later kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's a slight shift in obviously dynamics, but it's nothing. I think it's still going to be.
The one thing
Talk
I worry
30 to me.
about is you are the calming
Yeah.
presence.
Rob's-
me
you're
and
just gonna
Rob,
have to step
me and
up.
Charlie almost had a fight last podcast.
Yeah. So, it's going to be different. It's sad. But we hope we keep the listeners now that you're going. But yeah, thanks for everything, Gal. Before I go into one last goodbye with you, if you could please follow the Instagram at Talk 30 to Me Podcast, 30 for the 30. Join us again in 2 weeks when it'll be just the three of us. And now we don't have the person being calm and keeping us down. I fucking can't wait to see how unhinged we get.
Oh, Rob, it's all on you, babe.
Oh, the problem is
He loves it.
I do.
So, for one last time,
Oh,
almost a year to the day
I
of
didn't
the
mean
very
that.
first episode.
It is.
Thank you, girls.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Priddle.